me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down.
Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Rolling to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he goes goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's complete to Brown, right side. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played off.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Anthony Walker gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check. Watch 54. Watch. Ozzy. Sit up. 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down to hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
A 3-yard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Going deep here for Landry. And this is going to be incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's got room. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the gun, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. picked off by Denzel Ward. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Mayfield to throw it.
Third down.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 17. Browns 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
But he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by John Johnson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A run for Nick Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 73 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score.
Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns.
17.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. That goes for a gain of 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
16-yard line.
From the 16, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Ravens 31. Browns 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Browns 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Sliding out of the pocket, going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Browns
throwing, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
The ball carrier.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Again, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens add on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, here we go.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ravens take
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry. We got 4. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete in the end zone. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.